I am the Espresso Cat Jackie here, and welcome to this new series, which will be a Regionaire series with Guiseley, and we are starting in the North Premier Division. Yeah. We are expected second, so it's definitely tough. They sacked their manager in real life after like half the season, so tough call there. We'll read the rules. We will probably not do any matches since we just have friendlies. We will, the main thing is to make sure that we mainly, I was surprised how many we actually had. There was Yorkshire born and bred, or what's it called, trained in the, not the nation, but Joe Krakenhall we probably need to get rid of. But yeah, the main thing is first off to get a full team that is Yorkshire born. So we can only sign players from West Yorkshire, trained in West Yorkshire clubs, players born in cities of West Yorkshire and cities in West Yorkshire. There are some others, I believe it's Farsley. Usually it says also for players in the Guiseley area. But the main ones is Guiseley, Leeds, Bradford, Wakefield, Halifax, Huddersfield. In my recent Regionaire save, which I did offline, now I want to do it online so you can all watch through this and really enjoy it. And that, I am still playing that save, by the way, and in Premier League, and we have half the team is but there we did the full historical county of Yorkshire. Now we're just doing the West Yorkshire, so this will be tougher. We can't just sign a player that is from Middlesbrough, which is another Yorkshire county. I don't know if it's North Yorkshire, it might be. I have a rule though that says that we are allowed a short time, a season loan from players from nearby counties, trained in a county or born in counties in nearby cities. That is Northern Yorkshire, Southern Yorkshire, Derbyshire, and Greater Manchester. So for Manchester players, Seoul, which is a city nearby, there are some other, Salford. I was thinking about some other city, but now I can't remember that. So the main thing is that we just can sign those players, loan someone from Bristol Rovers, or if we would be higher up, if we would be League 2, we can't just loan someone from Arsenal, as long as they aren't trained in the nearby counties. So if they would be an Arsenal player or an Arsenal youth player that's like has Manchester in their in their description of birth, we can sign them, because I have sometimes find as well, which might be the thing sometimes in youth intake, actually Manchester United player has been born in Sheffield. So, and I believe Sheffield is nearby. That isn't an area which we're eligible, right? I'm just seeing where it, South Yorkshire, but we can loan players from there, so it would definitely be more restricted. Last time I had a lot of players from that was trained in Middlesbrough, and so it definitely be tougher. The main thing was that was pretty easy was to find play from Leeds and Bradford and such. But it's definitely going to be tough. Like, we can't sign them players from Sheffield, which was a lot of players that I find there. So that's going to definitely be tough. And then I have a rule that says that I need to have 50% West Yorkshire in Premier League. We are allowed 5 foreigners, and the rest is players from nearby counties. We have to move on, and at the end of season 3, which I feel like then we are established, we need to only have 7 non-West Yorkshire player, and that counts both as a player that is trained in the, like, is from Sheffield or from London or whatever, or a foreigner. The goal isn't to win titles, rather developing West Yorkshire products. The main first goal is to reach Vanarama North, where Guiseley usually are. If we hopefully then reach the Football League and then eventually the Premier League. A goal or a rule is also not go overboard with wages, since Guiseley is a smaller club. Even if we would go up to Premier League, we will still be a smaller club than, for example, Leeds. I believe the habitants number for Guiseley is like 20,000 at highest, maybe 70,000, about somewhere along that. And in my other Guiseley save, I have actually not been able to win Premier League, so we will see if we do it first here or not. But I guess with that said, going through the rules, we will check which play we will keep and which play we need to let go of. If I decided another rule, which I haven't written down, but that says that if we have a player in our youth intake that we get like this season, if we have a player, let's just say Joe Cracknell, for example, if we have a player that's similar, we have to, or he's maybe not the best choice for that player. Is Lewis Nye? I would say that then that's made a great, but it's kind of bugged somewhere where it says plays above England. It doesn't say the, like, so some information is uncompleted. Let's see, do we have anyone? Sam Bentley, is he also? I'm just gonna find now players that is trained in the club. I was surprised how many we had. He's Leeds also, so Scunthorpe, yeah, he's definitely one of those players. So if we would get a youth player that is, and also probably if I would find a lone player that is the non-West or nearby West Yorkshire player, we need to get one of those in there. So I'm just going to make sure I do this. He's not, probably. I need to go I'm sorry that I need to go through this, but this is the thing. Save which I'm probably going to mention hundreds of thousands of times, since that is a good measurement of how it went. We might also, before we end off here, check how long time we were in the league so we get an estimate. Huddersfield, not sure that Huddersfield is, and then we had the broader what's called a broader definition of Yorkshire, so we still had like probably like half the squad we needed to get rid of eventually. Did go through the leagues. I don't expect it to go that fast, but if we go through the leagues, is that we could sign Erling Haaland since he is born in Leeds. So that's pretty hilarious. Two of the players being wingers isn't great when we are pretty cut on wingers already. Farsley, William Longbottom, I'm pretty sure he's also Doncaster. That's a little bit of a grey area. He would count as a Yorkshire. Oh no, he's born in Leeds, so it doesn't really matter. But if he would have been born in Doncaster, he would have not counted. I like that we have Lewis Knight, that is like was one of the most talented player at around this time, 2017. Now he's really dropped down his stats, and he's also on project. So how many did we have? We had 1, 2, 3, 4. We have one player that we can release right now, 2 players that we can sell. Westfall is the best one here. He is. I would actually move him up. Yeah, he's Guiseley born, so why not? Alexander, that wants to be loaned to a bunch of club. We should probably loan him out then. Play through. This was just a shorter introduction. I've rambled on for 18 minutes, but I enjoyed the Guiseley save so much. The Regionaire, so to say. I have still fifth. I decided for like 5 seasons ago in the game there that no, let's just do it because Yorkshire played, but I was like, oh, now it's just thins out, and we had like 5 or 6 players left. That was like from our academy or whatever, and other Leeds fellows and such. So yeah, or actually, let's save first. Move to the Guiseley save and show you there. Could you compare later on how long time it's going to take, like, to get to the National League and such. And I'm probably going to as well stream this series and then put out like smaller episode of them. And we will see. Maybe I will get sacked and maybe we need to like change it and do it with another Yorkshire club. But there are lots of Yorkshire clubs I wouldn't actually mind doing another one. Pressure on us. But well, we will do the best. And then we have York, of course, there as well. I would love to... If we get sacked once in this save, I would love to take over actually Sheffield Wednesday, because I loved in the Guiseley save, which I will show you. They have actually been in the Premier League and been a mid-table club and even had players that we brought into our Guiseley team. Other... long-term save, so see you all there. Hello and welcome back, and we are here, and yeah, for some weird reasons Logos doesn't work on my Mac, so I have been forced to play with a logo that almost looked like a Premier League logo. Don't ask me either why it says Premier Division, since I feel like that shouldn't be a thing, but it is, so yeah. So, we have started off really good, despite us selling one of our best players, but I mainly wanted to show you progress from the club, if I can find it somewhere. Yeah, our economic situation doesn't look that great, but that is because we have a loan on our stadium. Actually, let's check that out right now. 96, okay, that's 8 seasons, so... it's definitely going down that, but we have to now and then back to this save here. Yeah, started off really good. We are the only team with same sense, even if we can't see it like graph or whatever. So we did 2 seasons in. I'm sorry about the washing machine, but oh well. We did 2 seasons. I don't know if you can hear it either. 2 seasons in North Premier League, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's so similar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seasons in Panorama North. So yeah, I'm not the fast progress. And especially if you're doing a Regionaire and in the beginning you don't get the best youth intake all the time. So, and it would probably even be more limited now when we can't sign like players from Doncaster, Middlesbrough. And then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons in Panorama North. I actually have a save on FM22 now, FM19 I believe, where I'm still in championship. 1, 2, then we did just 2. League 2 is usually pretty easy. We finished, what was it, 6 first season, so that was not too bad. It will come up an interesting thing here when we reach Premier League. 2 seasons in the League 1 there as well, so pretty fast, but as you can see, championship actually not too long, since I believe in my original my low league save with Guiseley in FM09, I did like 10 seasons in league in championship. So here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 seasons. That's pretty fast, to be fair. Then, though, when we got to Premier League, we got relegated first season, which was a new experience for me. It's never really happened, but of course, I did not get sacked because we were not expected to really go that great. So we bounced back second season here, and then we finished 15th, 10th. So it was some tough years here, building up to, yeah, I believe, yeah, when we were championship, we had all Yorkshire players, and then we realized, oh, maybe we actually need some foreigners or some players that isn't Yorkshire, and even with the broader historic Yorkshire. So we struggled a little bit the first like 5 seasons. And then here around, or later on, I believe I just tried to, once we got more successful, like 5th, and here around, I believe we removed almost, but we still had like 5 or 6 or 7 players that was Yorkshire. We tried still to keep it very Yorkshire born, and especially having one of the best academy. Actually, we had players always coming in. We had a world-class goalkeeper that sadly left us. He did like 5 seasons, and then he become a legend at Arsenal instead. And then, as you can see, we have mainly been top 10 recent years here. Did move away and did go to, which you would see here. Yeah, I went to Milan for a while, but I realized that wasn't for, even if I love Milan and they struggle, I was like, well, I miss home, and they brought in so many foreigners and way too many. As you can see, we actually won more recent years here, 78. There are even 3 titles. What did we win there? Seriously, I can't click on that and see that. That would be amazing if I could, but no, of course. Okay, we won the FA Cup and the Europa League around there as well. Carnival Cup as well, 81. So why does it show like that? Okay, now it makes more sense. So yeah, as you can see, the recent 4 seasons we have been, which has mainly been my goal, the recent like 10 seasons or whatever, to actually establish ourselves. We had that blip there where we were almost about to get relegated. 76, that was a really bad season, but recently we actually been able to be 5th and 6th, and last season we finished 4th, which was, I have to show you this. Yeah, I know my wages is very low for being like world class, but I'm like, yeah, let's save money, let's give me the lowest wages that's possible so we can keep the cost down. I'm probably going to keep playing the same, but oh, tough. This was like, it looked really good to be like fighting for the title with Leeds and with what are they called, Arsenal. But then we just, last month was just like the downfall, because here in the beginning of, yeah, a lot of draws I see now actually. But still, we were still winning matches, and then we were like, no, we can't. 2 matches in a row, couldn't score, and then couldn't win either, even if we had like the easiest run in for the 5 last matches. I think a main issue, which if you check on the average age here, is that we have a very young team. So yeah, I guess we can come back to this now and then if you want to see more stuff and more players and such. And then Arsenal, so it's just mainly been Leeds. Their Wolf was the surprise package. Southampton even. I don't know how Southampton won the league here, but as you can see, there's a lot of losses, to be fair. So the league, sometimes it's been good, sometimes it's been bad, but the main thing, Leeds has just been, they have just so much money and so high wages. I want to, but the good thing is that we always can sign their best youngsters, so we keep doing that though. And see, if we go back here to E, there we finish third. That was our best position in recent years. Then we had Leeds, Arsenal, Leeds, Arsenal, Leeds, Arsenal, Leeds, Southampton, Leeds, Leeds. So it's a little bit disappointing that there are two teams just dominating. Oh, they actually moved us up in the predicted league table. We're actually 7th. Or no, we were 9 before the season started, which is hilarious since we finished still like 4th. And I think still everyone loses a lot of games, so it is probably not as... that's a really interesting top of the table. That is not what you expected. I guess Liverpool were like... Manchester City has really dropped down. They were like... I think they even missed out on... Yeah, they missed out on Europa. Oh yeah, there was one other thing that I realized now I need to show you. Manchester United got relegated last season. Tottenham on 17th place. And then we have... both Newcastle and Aston Villa going out, so that's pretty surprising. A really depressing thing is that Everton has been... I've almost been thinking, like, after I finished this with Guiseley, try to get Everton back into Premier League, because it's really depressing that they are in the 3rd division and not even near to getting promoted or anything. So, but I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, tomorrow I will stream the new Regionaire with Guiseley, and we will see Premier League. That might be actually interesting for us to see. Was this even before? Was this even on 23? It might actually have been that. Insane. Let's see. Okay, it took about... What is that? That is like 37, almost 40 years to reach Premier League. I love that though. You can't say that this isn't... realistic save. It has taken a long time. I feel like we are almost like Tottenham. We are a good team that finish like top 4 or almost top 4 all the time, but we never win anything big. We just win Europa League and Conference League and stuff like that, but never any Champions League or Premier League. But yeah, so I probably will continue to play this, but it would take more time. I realized that I wanted also to... It isn't boring, but it isn't the same thing to manage Guiseley when they are up here and we are like expected even in the top half. And like almost all the seasons being like, oh, could this be our year? I don't know. But yeah, it's almost more fun, the journey to get up to the Premier League. And I mean, I still played some... I feel that the main thing is that I haven't won Premier League or Champions League. I could have just been like, oh, now we reach Premier League, now I'm going to sign every single player, and just like I almost did in my 09 series with Guiseley, where we won the league like 3rd season in Premier League. But it really ruins the save, at least for me. So try to still be a small club and try to keep the wages realistic, and yeah, try to have youth players. And so I guess we could finish off. I realized I should have ended, but I guess we can finish off by showing you the players that we have that is Regionaires here. So first off, he doesn't count, even if he's coming like he was 18. We have Keith Littleyoung, that actually new for the season. He looks really good. The unfortunate thing is that we have 2 other players that can play right back. But I think he's still going to be the second, because Nkosi, that has been here very long, he's though from Leeds from the beginning, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what we signed it for, 45 million. It seems like a bargain still when he's like one of the best players. And even our club captain, it seems like no money whatsoever, to be fair. Signed this fellow for this season. This might look weird, but he is actually one of those players that is born in Guiseley, which is one of the cities nearby Guiseley. So that's why we signed it. He's costing us 100 million. I checked him out before, but he's actually tried to sign them when he was like 18 or 19, but then he would be expensive also, but now he's just really good. So we have like improved our left back massively there. Sometimes those players comes around, but not always. Emekwa signed him as well, more of a backup player here. 40 million is our new backup defender there. Ada, as you can see, a lot of Yorkshire or a lot of Leeds fellows. He's actually Japanese, half Japanese, so that's pretty cool. Been loaned out a lot here though, and didn't want to get loaned out, and he's actually improved really much. I thought, well, let's give you a chance here, Ada. So we have a lot of new fellows as well. Mark Alondiengene, I don't know. He was a player that did come in our youth intake, like what is that, for 11 seasons ago. He's been in and out. We did give him a chance there. Then we thought, well, he's not that great. So we sold him to West Ham. He did really good there. And I was like, signed him back, since I thought, well, he could be a good third choice keeper. Unfortunately, last season, which was his first season back, he broke his leg and was out for like half the season. So that's why he has played so little and why his attributes has really gone down. But he still says that he's a good Premier League player, and you can't ask for much more than that to still have a player from Guiseley. We have as well here Ash Jonas, that is a Portuguese fellow that we signed for 50 million 2 seasons after his bond at Leeds Academy. Now it seems like nothing, since he's now hunted by PSG and Inter and all the stuff. I hope he's not going to leave, but he seems like the new best thing on the block. So he is probably going to play almost every single match on the right back there. Then we have Harry Martin, not the best player maybe, but he has had a lot of loans here. And then last season I decided, usually we move up like 3 or 4 players now every season. He did a decent season. He's definitely doing it really good there though, still being just, how was it, 22. Main player that I really have enjoyed the last season. He has had his breakthrough really. He was loaned out 3 seasons there, then he come back, did only 3 matches, played at Reading and did it immensely good. I believe he managed to make them promoted by 5 goals there and 10 assists. And last season he was, I believe I don't know if he won, but he was definitely up for the candidate as the best English player in the league. And yeah, he was one of those players that you see sometimes that you are like, maybe it could be decent backup. Now he's just exploding his attributes, and now he is going to probably be... That's unfortunate, he's really bad. Saying that he would be a leader in midfield, probably not, but he's definitely one of our best players there, and even play caps for English national team. And usually that doesn't really happen with our players, since usually it has to take a lot for them to give our players recognition, really. Then we have Sam Chulson, that he's been in and out. He's a Scarborough. Has been he was one of those that will not count now, but will count in this save. Loaned him out last season, he did really good. Safford, well, he's probably going to be a fourth choice there. And then we have John Paul Simply, that's probably one of our most interested players. Has been out on PSG and is really good. Did come back here, we signed him for 70 million. Had a huge wage, which I wasn't happy with. But last season I managed to actually lower it down to 300,000, so fight, and he's been loaned out and such. But now he's probably going to be, he's really good in this second striker role.